Hello, friends. If you're new, thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy it, and I also hope that you subscribe. For my fans and subscribers, welcome back. I really do appreciate the patronage. Today's topic is religious styles and innate religiosity. It is part of psychology of religion. Not much else I need to say. Let's go. Heinz Strive gave an alternative to Fowler's stage model. Strive believed cognitive development was only one important aspect of religion. Other aspects, according to Strive, include the religion's content, the function it serves in the person's life, and experiences that shape the person's perception of religion. Instead, he proposed a religious styles model, emphasizing life history and life world. Strive also thinks that a crucial point of development is integration of previous styles, which suggests more fluidity in this model. His subjective religious style corresponds roughly with Fowler's intuitive projective faith. This develops from the child's relationships, which provide the foundation for the child's God concept. This God concept, which is established very early, will likely integrate this into later religious styles. The instrumental reciprocal style parallels Fowler's mythic literal stage, marked by a sense of difference between the inner and outer selves. Instrumental refers to the child's pursuit of their own needs and interests, while reciprocal refers to establishing a relationship pattern for human-human as well as God-human relationships. It is also during this style that the child integrates religious imagery and emotions into the religious narrative. At this point, the narrative is very literal because the child does not understand religious symbolism. Strive's next style, the mutual religious style, takes center stage as the child expands their interpersonal relationships, and it is contingent on the mutual relationships within the child's religious group. The cohesiveness and security of the group makes it hard to transcend at this particular time. He calls his style the individuative systemic style, in which the child opens up to reflection on beliefs and traditions and can offer a defense for the beliefs. Texts and rituals lose the symbolism and are reduced to propositions. The final style of his model is the dialogical religious style, which is characterized by more openness to other ideas and traditions. All models involve cognitive developments that emerge at different stages of life. And I might add right here, we are talking about neurotypical individuals. Many studies involving infants and children point to cognitive modules that enable mental processes associated with religion. Our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors naturally arise from this modularity. Macaulay calls these maturational naturalness because they automatically come with maturity, as opposed to practiced naturalness. In order for something to be considered maturationally natural, it must meet 4 criteria. It must occur early enough in childhood that we cannot remember learning it. It is not associated with any kind of implement or tool. It does not require guidance, such as mentorship, and it should occur regardless of culture. According to Barrett, several maturationally natural mental processes underlie religious thinking. Teleological functioning simply means a belief that natural entities exist for a purpose. Intelligent design attribution, which credits someone with creating natural things. I stress someone because in teleological functioning, we automatically ascribe the design to someone rather than to something or even nothing. This seems to be the default mode. The third maturationally natural mental process that underlies religious thinking is the belief that God has superhuman capacity regarding perception, moral judgment, and immortality. If these sound familiar, they should, because they also underlie rhetorical fallacies. Pizayanin, I guess is how you pronounce his name, puts forth the hypothesis that humans have a hyperactive teleofunctional reasoning device through which we naturally see objects as existing for a purpose. Deborah Kellerman and her colleagues found that a majority of children over several experiments with different age groups believe that living and non-living matter exists for a reason. Kellerman calls this tendency promiscuous teleology, which, in simple terms, means that children find design and purpose in the world, both for living and non-living matter, and with very little evidence. This seems to be the human default. Kellerman and Rossett expanded on this hypothesis. They wanted to know if adults, and not just children, have these teleological explanations. Are these explanations the default mode throughout life, not just in childhood? The result of an experiment with undergraduates suggests that we do not simply outgrow this tendency, but through education must learn how to keep it in check. Undergraduates were randomly assigned to 3 groups: fast-speeded, moderately speeded, and unspeeded. In other words, they were basically timed, except for the unspeeded group. All groups were given 26 sentences in which incorrect teleological explanations for scientific phenomena were given. What were the results of this experiment? The fast-speeded group endorsed 47% of teleological explanations which were incorrect. The moderately speeded group endorsed the incorrect answers 36% of the time, and the unspeeded group endorsed these 25% of the time. This tendency can sneak out even in rational, educated adults when we are not paying careful enough attention. Well, friends, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, press the subscribe button, and if you would like to know when I come out with new content, hit the bell next to the subscribe button. Also, if you would, please leave comments as they trigger the YouTube algorithm. My Twitter, Discord, email, and PayPal links are in the description, along with the source that I used for this particular episode. If you wish to support this channel, you may do so on my PayPal link. Stay safe, everyone. Keep learning and searching for truth. Here are a few videos from my library. If you have not watched them yet, go ahead and watch them and tell me what you think. Until next time, friends, goodbye.